right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Washington Redskins. That's fielded in the end zone.
But that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
On play action, Haskins. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on third. Haskins on third down. And he's got it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Taywan Taylor, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Here we go. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 22 and a first down. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now Saquon Barkley. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
on a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Garoppolo finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like.
Touchdown, Washington! Tariq Cohen, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown. 1 play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
65.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here we go. 180! 1, Omaha.
A first down carry for Barkley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley, and he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Here we go. Like 80! 11. 21. Here we go.
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. He'll get that complete to Simonson, the tight end. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. And that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards.
Here we go. 180! I got 15. Me. Single.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. This is Royce Freeman, second-year man from Oregon. And boy, this Redskin defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a third down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football. They're on the march, but facing a third down here. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Well, he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Remember, with Rosas, there was some speculation last year in the preseason that he might not hold on to his job with the Giants.
But he certainly answered the challenge, didn't he? 32 of 33 during the regular season, 97% that is, and was named to the NFC Pro Bowl team. And by the way, at 6'3", 234, he can bench press your kicker.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they... And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Throwing on second and long. Haskins. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to second and 4. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. First and 10, right at the 40. Now Haskins to throw it. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea. And that was a young pup, the rookie, being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down at the 18. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 18-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Check. 11.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Shepard. There goes Sterling Shepard. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard, 82 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. And an alley to run. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Tariq Cohen, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. The tight end, Rhett Ellison with it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end can be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him.
He's going to let one fly for Tate. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Golden Tate, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now 21-17. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Yeah, especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Play action. Garoppolo. Out left. Ellison's got it. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
That's good for the Giants. First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Here we go. 180! Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Good track. Black. Check 24.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Caught right side, Tate. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And from down in Miami, an update. It's the Chargers out to an early lead. I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally.
He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
To try again after the sack, Garoppolo. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Coleman has it here right side. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll bring up 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. He got 29 yards that time. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Stop your whining.
This is Cohen. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They run. This is Cohen. Oh, Cohen lost the football. But the Redskins look to get this one back, and indeed they did. It's still Washington football.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Haskins on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Let's go. Six the outlaw. Mark 47. Hey, tight that. There you go. Let's go. 47 to Mark 47.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Malcolm Butler dialed the corner blitz and earned the sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Play action. Haskins. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. They go play action now. Haskins. That is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Taywan Taylor with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet.
And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. On play action, it's Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's now a hit and a loose football, and the Giants have it. It's picked up, and he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game, because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they? They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Garoppolo over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. The inside linebacker, Danny Trevathan, gets the sack.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Here we go.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Garoppolo. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
It's now 3rd
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the fourth quarter. A big play looming for the Giants as they'll go for two.
Hey, check my 50. Mike is a 50. Check my 10.
Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down one. What's the sense? I like what they did.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
He's crashing. He's clean.
Third and 2, now Haskins. Over the middle, complete. It's Taylor. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Haskins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Haskins. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football, because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
On 2nd down now, it's Cohen. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. He'll get 3 up to midfield. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
From midfield now, Haskins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Here's Tressway now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance, if they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Garoppolo. He sets to fire deep. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the first down marker. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Jones now throwing on 4th down. He finds Coleman. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Hey, lock it. Hard, hard. Go.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Flush to his right. Throwing deep here for Coleman. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Second down, Haskins. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw is Garoppolo. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Akeem Hicks in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll look to throw. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that time out to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
On 2nd down, Freeman. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
The Giants on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
13, 11.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Breaking that one up, the former All-Pro Josh Norman.
He was covered by Josh Norman.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
21. Get hot. 50.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Haskins on the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
So hail to the Redskins as they get the victory here. And I tell you, these division games never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you?
Yeah,
because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game, on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
So for the Redskins, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first win of the season here in Week 4. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants,